There are several reenactment groups all over Scotland. Reenactors are often hired by well-respected historical societies to mark the anniversaries of famous battles such as Culloden and Bannockburn. Living history is used to describe the performance of bringing history to life, and the participants can range from young children to the elderly and come from many walks of life. Fire and Sword are one of these groups based in the Ayrshire area of Scotland, and they spend a lot of time training with other groups to be ready for several events that go on throughout the year and all over the country. Fire and Sword cover various time periods, but mostly the medieval era in history. Medieval reenactment focuses on European history from the fall of Rome to roughly the end of the 15th century. Reenactors enjoy recreating everything from the battles to everyday things involved in civilian life. Reenactment can be more than just men and women dressing up and battering each other with swords. It involves skills, knowledge, and a passion for history.
I'm a right-hand man, do presentations, inform the crowd. Second in command of the group, I'm also in charge of training. It's important because if I don't train the people properly, they can get seriously injured, if not seriously killed.
Basically as and when needed. When you need someone to be a peasant, I can be a peasant. When they need a knight, it can be a knight. When they need a man-at-arms, it can be a man-at-arms. I also help kind of organise things, and when we're stretched a bit thin, I help with the training.
A fighter, basically. When I first started, there was a bit of a commoner, basically. I had nothing. Over the years, you get to know more, and you get to build up your armour and your weaponry and stuff like that. So I portray the Red Cummin, who's Robert the Bruce's cousin and basically enemy to the throne. I get murdered by Robert the Bruce.
I like to hit people, but I don't like the idea of going to jail. And I like history as well, that was a bonus. But mainly it's I like fighting. Always done martial arts, and this was a natural progression.
Basically a friend Mark constantly ridiculing me for fencing. Kept saying that I couldn't use a broadsword if it was fencing, so eventually I invited me along to training one night and just kind of got hooked.
My ex-partner was doing it when I first met her. She left and I stayed.
You need to be fairly physically fit. You need to know a lot about history. You need to be good with a blade. It really does help. Skill-wise, it's mainly a confidence. Confidence is the most important thing in this. You've got to have the ability to go out in front of a crowd up to thousands of people and not lose your nerve. Put a good show on, keep the people entertained.
You wouldn't know to look at us, but general physical fitness is usually required for, wearing a few stone armour, good knowledge of sword fighting, practice, like general things, and also like a good general knowledge of Scottish history.
Good hand-eye coordination is a must-have, and being able to pull bows so you don't break bones.
Being able to stand heat, having to wear all this, being able to see all areas, see your enemy coming and stuff like that. And timings, quickness, being able to defend yourself, all that kind of stuff.
I'm basically just a big Wayne. I never really grew up. All small boys like to play with weaponry. I never grew out it. Now I get to play with real weaponry. It's great.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff actually. Like we get to shoot black powder muskets, cannons, trebuchets, and crossbows as well, which is great fun.
Well, I love Scottish history. I mean, everything from the Wars of Independence right through to the merger of Scotland and England. So, when you get to go to historic sites, when you get to reenact historic battles, when you get to do historic interpretation where you're actually telling members of the public individual things about a proud country's history.